She's a friend of the demotivator guy you had a conversation with. Oh, gotcha. I haven't forgotten to address anybody. I said we would move on to it as soon as people are donating and subbing and shit. Okay. There are people, okay? So this is still something that I'm making decisions about, but I'm not going to be bullied into making a decision. I don't mean to say bully, but I'm not going to let somebody like push me into making a decision that I personally don't fully want to make. So I've said this a number of times in the past, and I'll say this again. Some people believe me, some people don't. Maybe you see it more now when it's a little bit obvious. I very much like decide what I want to do based on... Hold on.
JF says you're Jewish now, doesn't he? Why would anyone take what he says at face value?
I have no idea why he started saying that shit. I very much make the decisions about doing what I want to do based on what I want to do. If everybody in my community hates me for it, or if different people that I, hold on. Oh, I need to move my webcam thing.
RuneScape.
Or if, different people, you know, think that I should do something different, I'll take people's opinions, like, into account, but I am not going to, I'm not going to change everything that I do to appease anybody. I'm going to do what I, oh shit, what I feel is best for me to do. So, if I can, as fairly and as charitably as possible, try to figure out what Mike Spam wants. So, not, hold on, let me see if I'm going to phrase this correctly. Mike Spam seems like he really wants me to focus on mainstream political topics in a mainstream political way. So, for instance, Mike Spam would want me to, and I don't try to say this like in a derogatory way, but like I think Mike Spam would want me to become like a mini kind of DeFranco person, where I'm kind of doing things where I'm talking about like news events, and we're doing a lot more like prepared content on YouTube where we're just talking to the camera and we're giving opinions on things. This is something that I could do, and I think I could do this a decent amount. Like, I think that I can give my opinion on things, and it's something that I probably will get into in the future. However, so something that I know about myself, okay, is that, and I'll be arrogant here since people are demanding that I change my shit, okay, is that I am capable of confronting people in a manner that nobody else on my side of the political aisle seems to be able to do. Now, maybe that's a little bit arrogant, but I haven't seen people of my size that seem like they're capable of jumping into these conversations and having this back and forth like in a live format in a really intelligent way. I watched Cenk try to do it with Shapiro, and it was pretty sad. And then, you know, some people like the Chapo people will like drag people in. The Michael Brooks and Sargon thing was really good. I really liked that. But for the most part, I don't really see people do what I do. So if I abdicate this position, then everything kind of just goes back to the skeptics, you know? Like, I'm pretty much the only person that is capable of doing what I do in the aggressive way that I do it, and then in kind of like the intelligent way that I do it, right? It's not just screaming at people, but I try to keep things like fact-based. And I try to engage in these conversations. I personally, I think there is great value in this, okay? I personally think there's great value in this. So as an example of this, one of the reasons why Mike Spam said that he didn't want to watch me anymore is because he was upset at the reasons why I decided to cut off contact with Andy, okay? However, the only reason Mike Spam was upset was because of some information that he got as a result of me confronting JF on Andy's show. If I would have never confronted JF in that manner, and all of this 19-year-old shit would have been brought out in his defense of it, Mike Spam would have no problem with me being on Andy's show. In fact, Mike Spam might even encourage it because Andy has a huge platform and I could possibly reach people that are even larger than that, you know? Maybe not. I'm not going to try to like completely guess what he would say. But yeah, I think that there's like a great value in confronting people in this manner. And I think that there are a lot of people that that see these kinds of engagements and then are kind of either put on the fence or hop off the fence and are more likely to come over onto this side versus heading over to the other side because because nobody ever like steps in and talks to these people. Your platform is much bigger than Andy's? No. Andy has way more clout than me in the political skeptosphere. I've got a bigger like streaming platform, like live streaming, but Andy's got like 200,000 YouTube subs, guys. Wait, or am I wrong? I'm sorry. Am I
Normative.
totally off on all of this? Yeah, Andy's got 250,000 YouTube subs. He's way bigger than me in terms of this political shit. Everybody in this sphere of people know who Andy is.
Pretty good video explaining the mix spam rundown.
Fuck off. But anyway, yeah. So like, I will probably I don't want to be as involved in like this like super drama heavy shit because I don't think it's good for my sanity, and I probably don't get much done. But I'm never going to be the kind of person that I cut ties with Andy, not like formally or anything, but I mean, I'm supposed to jump in here, right? Not like super formally or anything. We just haven't talked. I don't know if I'll ever go back on a show again. But I don't know. It depends. Anyway, yeah, I think I got like most. But your 5-hour stance didn't change anything. They brought JF again today. They laugh at all your accusations about naming you and moved on. Okay, but here's the difference: is that there are people, whether you like it or not. Okay, there are a lot of people now that know of JF's shit and can make fun of him for it. And there are a lot of people that will be swayed to one side because it's been brought up, right? There are tons of people in the Twitter sphere now, and probably by extension like this kind of like political sphere or whatever on YouTube, who are kind of like making fun of what was this tweet that he made? There have been a ton of others too. That classical liberal guy has made some. I'm not gonna be able to find it now. Oh, my New Year's resolution is to not, while married, coerce an autistic teen with the reasoning ability of a 10-year-old child to flee her family and get pregnant. Right? Like, there's a lot of people that are talking about this now. The only reason anybody is talking about this, the only reason anybody is bringing up any of this shit, okay, is because I was there and I got JF to kind of admit to all of this, you know? That's the only reason this kind of stuff is being talked about. If I hadn't had gone on, okay, is Sean a measure of that success? No, come on, don't be ridiculous. Of course, a single tweet, like, here is the opposite fact, okay? And if you don't acknowledge this, then you're so delusional that you shouldn't be having this conversation at all. Here's the opposite, okay? If I don't engage JF, then JF just goes on with Andy to become a successful co-host on his show, and that's it. And nobody will ever talk about this at all. If that's like that, if that's the kind of thing that you guys prefer, like, that's fine. How many people who are calling JF weren't already not fond of him in the first place? I suppose you generally don't know. I believe that there have to be people that watched that stream where I got JF to admit to a lot of this shit. There were a lot of people that had to have watched that stream that were very uncomfortable with the things that JF was saying. And I went through the Andy Werskid comments, and I went through, there's all the top layer comments that were all heavily upvoted saying Destiny got slammed. There were a lot of comments like right underneath that, though, where a lot of people were saying, you know, like, wow, I'm kind of uncomfortable that everybody here is defending JF. Everybody over 25 who doesn't have like the mind of a 10-year-old had to have watched that conversation thinking like, wow, that JF shit is really fucking weird. I've gotten 3, it's just like it's a small number, but I've gotten 3 different emails from people saying like, hey, like, this is my account. You know, I used to be really big like in that side of things, and ever since I learned about JF, I've been a huge fan of him, but watching your stream, it was really weird. It made me really uncomfortable with a lot of shit that JF was saying. And I know that there are more people out there who have to have thought that way. And these types of encounters can only happen in a live format. These types of encounters can only happen in a live setting. It'll never happen via YouTube video exchange, you know? Dusty, you wanted evidence that people are coming over to your side? No, not evidence of people coming over your side. Just the fact that if I stand out and I expose people in a live format, that there is a value in that cannot be extracted via just making videos and talking about YouTube things. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't really mean to like argue about like the fact side of this. These are things that I personally know to be true. These are things that I excel at greatly, more so than I think almost anybody else.
Can you keep your live debate format, but sometimes not talk about super one-dimensional topics? It's getting boring to hear for the 1000th time that they can't bring manufacturing back ECT.
Okay, so
Talk to someone about healthcare, taxes, foreign policy ECT.
These are things that I know have some value, and they're things that I know that like I can do in a way that almost nobody else can, or I don't see other people doing it. So I'm gonna continue to do that. That's like, this is like definitely my, I don't want to say my shtick, but it's something that like I think it would be really, really dumb for me to like just not do that and then become like another, like there's a million people like. Every time I talk to people about like business related stuff, right? Your whole goal of building a successful business or being a successful person is to find out what you excel at and then offshore things to other people that would be a waste of your time, right? Focus on what you're really good at. That's like the best, I don't want to say the best advice, but that's like good advice for like a self-employed person. Find out what you're good at, focus on what you're good at, what makes you the most money, and then offshore everything else to other people as long as it's profitable to do so. Don't try to do everything. That's stupid, right? The thing that I'm really good at are debates and live formats. There are very, very, very few people on YouTube that could tolerate going into some of these conversations and like coming out like with their sanity attached to them. Very few people, in my opinion, from what I've seen personally, are capable of doing that. There are tons of people that make prepared YouTube video content. There are tons of people that do that. Why would I try to break into that realm and make that my thing when I'm so good at what I do and nobody else really offers it, so that I could go and compete with a ton of people that have had tons of practice doing the thing that people want me to switch to. Andy and Bunty are shit talking your gun. I don't care. I'm pretty sure that I think that Andy is too financially invested in his position now, such that he's never going to, Andy can't say anything bad about JF because JF is his co-host. So, I think that Andy's kind of like lost there. I don't think there's much more that can be said to him.
You're lucky he doesn't want to mod me, chat. He loves you. I hate every one of you soy boy meanlets. I would end your chat experience faster than a chick on a blind date with Bombjin.
The main reason that I regret losing Mike Spam is because I felt he was a well-informed dude politically. Oh yeah, for sure he is. But like I can't like change up everything that I'm doing to keep one person around. Like I mean I really like Mike Spam, I still do. I don't think anything is wrong with him. I don't hate him or anything. It takes a lot for me to get to hold a grudge against you. Yeah, no, I think that like Mike Spam is a cool dude. But like the type of stuff that like he wants me to do, and this might even extend to Stalled to some extent as well, which is sad because I love Stalled as well. It's just never going to be the kind of stuff that like there are a million people that do the prepared video responses and all that shit online, and I'm not saying that's bad. That's great. A lot of that content is really good. ContraPoints has had a really awesome impact. I think you can tell it in the growth of their Patreons, but that's just not the kind of stuff that I excel at, and I also hit different audiences as well, which I think there's value to be said for that as well. Fuck. I should have just sat there and killed him. Ah, fuck me, dude. Never mind. Wait, hold on. You have made your own way. Niche. Why would you switch to stuff that is overdone? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Mike Smith said last night, a huge part of the decision was how you acted in terms of your past use of slurs and how you excuse it and etc. Can you speak to that, Anonymous? I mean, like, I have my views on language, and I understand that there are some people that won't agree with that, but I mean, I can't change that. I mean, those are, like, really fundamental beliefs to me. I don't think that using, and I've said this a million times, and I know that my community has changed pretty dramatically, and I acknowledge that, but, I mean, I'll restate this, I guess, because maybe people don't know my clear views on this anymore. I don't think that saying a word, I don't think that saying a word makes you racist or homophobic. I've never felt that way, ever, and I probably will never feel that way. I just think it's a really dumb position to take. Now, I know that there are some people that think, like, well, saying a certain word makes you racist, or saying a certain word, makes you homophobic. I've never thought that. If you see me attacking people over that, feel free to call me out for being a hypocrite, but I don't think I don't think I ever do that. Like, when I'm talking about, like, racism and shit, I'm normally talking about policy or overall ideologies. Like, I'm not like, you don't see me things like, oh, like, I think this guy's racist because he called this guy a name. It's usually like, oh, well, this guy's kind of racist because he believes that, like, black people are literally genetically inferior to white people. Or this guy seems a little bit homophobic because he thinks that there needs to be a reason why Tracer is a lesbian. It's not just like, well, this guy called this dude a faggot, so I think he hates gay people. Like, I've never felt that way about language before. Now, I know that there are a lot of people that are left-leaning that have way different views on language as I do, that think that just using a certain word makes you homophobic or whatever. And that's, I understand that, but I'm never ever going to be, or maybe I will in the future, but right now, I do not feel that way at all. And I've never ever presented myself as feeling that way at all. Now, I have reasons for why I don't think those words should be used, but the reason isn't because using them makes you homophobic or makes you racist. It's usually because using those words can contribute to a culture of homophobia or a culture of racism, which is way different than you are racist or homophobic by using it, okay? Does that make, the distinction might sound like semantics, but it's very much not. And I can say this personally, like, I will never, in a debate, I will never tell somebody that I used to be homophobic, but since I stopped using faggot, let me moderate. I probably was homophobic when I was in high school, when I was a hardcore conservative, when I was, like, religious. So, like, when I was, like, 13, 14, well, yeah, because I thought gay people chose to be gay. So, like, I was probably homophobic, like, in high school or whatever. But, like, ever since I've been on the internet, even when I use faggot all the time, I was never homophobic. I just used that word because I thought it was a good word as an insult, right? So I understand how other people can come to the same types of ideas. That there are plenty of people that use certain insults that aren't, like, hateful, that when they use them, they just, like, from an area of ignorance, kind of, or an area of naivety, kind of say these words because they don't think they have the impact that they do, right? I think that's a huge difference, and I think it's an important distinction to make. Yeah. God, I believed so much stupid shit when I was a fucking kid. Holy shit. The problem is that the fact that entering the political sphere, especially on the left, compels you to take that stance. While you personally might not care, those who you're trying to represent will cast you in an even lighter version of the very people you're debating. That's fine, but that's my value, okay? I'm trying to sound like I'm not trying to sound like Batman, but it's like, I think I can do that. I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with not having any friends. I'm okay with not having people backing me up. I'm okay with not having, like, a Skype group that I can, like, vent to and, like, guys, I need you to come in and help me in this debate, right? Like, when I'm in a debate with people, they always have, like, 50 people they can bring. I'm okay being that person. I'm okay if the left hates me and the right hates me. I still think there's a unique audience that I can reach, that I will convert more left-leaning people. If people that are very far on the left don't want to acknowledge that, that's totally fucking fine. But, like, who am I? I'm a gamer that got kicked off of a team for calling somebody a gook, okay? I used to use faggot openly quite a bit. I still use a lot of edgy words in my chat, right? And now my fan base, a fan base of a person like that, is predominantly in favor of a transgender woman that just made a video about the evils of capitalism, right? Who else could get people to do that? Who else could take people from a gaming community that exhibit these types of behavior and then make them fans of somebody like ContraPoints, right? I think that there's a real value there that is missed on a lot of people. I think that I have the ability to talk to a lot of people that otherwise would normally never fucking listen to somebody that has the social positions that I have. And I feel like there's value there, but I don't know. No, I do know. I feel like there's value there.
It's cute, duo.
I think it would benefit you to go on the Drunken Peasants podcast. Yeah, I think so. I was reading their subreddit. I didn't realize they had so many posts about me, but I was going through some of them, and apparently a decent number of people there seem to like me, because apparently I am more right-leaning than the Amazing Atheist, TJ, I guess is his name, on a lot of, like, economic positions and shit. So a lot of them were saying that it would be interesting to see a conversation with somebody more right-leaning than him, but more left-leaning on social issues. So yeah, maybe that might be in the future, a Drunken Peasants thing. I don't know. Well, not now, I guess, because they're shutting the podcast down. I'm not sure why. I've been reading a few posts. They say some things, but people think other things. So, but maybe some type of conversation with TJ in the future, because apparently he'll do personal combos as well. I don't know. More right-leaning than TJ. Well, apparently TJ is like really big on like anti-capitalism and shit, I think. But is also like a huge like anti-SJW or something, so. If you leave Andy's platform now, won't they claim victory after exposing your Paceman memes? I mean, I would probably still go on to debate, I think. I'm not sure. I would have to think about it really hard now. But I mean, they can view it as like I lost if they want, but like I don't know. I think I brought up enough about JF and I confronted them enough times that like I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere or anything. I thought TJ hated you. No, I just made like that one really snarky tweet at him about like, oh wow, I wonder if he's gonna make a video about how he's been persuaded by the race realist in a day or some shit, because it seems like that's what happens to all the skeptic dudes. Can I please do this hack? You're talking about race realism since both of you are doing something that I think my approach is going to be way different than his. Not to be like condescending or whatever, but it sounded like he's already making like a big video on it without getting like a huge background in it, but that's okay. I don't know. We'll see what his video's like.
Destiny, I used to be pretty right-leaning on almost all issues, but after listening to you, it made me think about my positions a lot more and ultimately move a little more left than I was.
Wow, thanks, buddy. By-election today? Yeah, there's still like a lot of business stuff I have to do. I actually finished most of my like 250 fucking emails last night. But there's still like 10 that I need to do. Well, the emails are like related to stuff I need to do. Like I need to pay the composition challenge winners. I need to get the rest of those wood watches shipped out, or get shipping labels made for them actually. I also need to order my computer shit. And then I think there's one more big thing I needed to do.
At the end of the day, you can't really know what it's like to hear someone you like use your identity as a slur alongside actual bigots. It's not the end of the world, but yeah?
Yeah, I don't... I don't know what the point of that was.
Happy New Year, m'lady.
I can't reach him. Okay.
Destiny, your streams make me want to mock babies. With you, I want to bread.
Thanks. Holy shit. Fuck, I can't, I'm sorry, I can't read the television.
Any chance you will drop by Bunny's stream for some memes?
Bunty streaming? Yeah, Bunty wants to talk, sure, I don't mind talking to him. Why do people want Destiny to play really narratively strong games? Because I like narratively strong games. I haven't played any in a long time. When will you admit that you're not capturing any of the people from the other side? What is the threshold? A few emails and donations you get? When would you admit you're not capturing any people from the other side? I don't know. Like, if it doesn't seem to ever happen, then I guess I would admit it. I don't know. Based on what I see, like, on subreddit comments and on the outreach that I have grown to, because I think that my outreach has significantly grown. I think there's a lot of people that know about me that didn't know about me a long time ago. I don't know. I guess, like, I don't know how I would mark it if it wasn't. You're kind of like asking me to, like, for falsifiability, I guess. I guess, like, if every comment was overwhelmingly negative and, like, I wasn't growing my outreach at all, and it seemed like, I don't know, there was nobody being converted maybe? I'm not
I
sure.
remember you said the Dust review was a lot of work. I think you were better suited for live content. Good for you. My last message bugged.
Oh, thanks, buddy. The prepared video content will get easier the more you've done it. I've spent my whole life, like, I'm crafted perfectly to be this person. Like, to do this live debate thing, like, my whole life has been like a training exercise for this shit. So it seems really weird to not focus on that, you know? What did Ufufu made some really retarded posts on my subreddit. I think they might even be worth talking about. I don't remember what her Reddit account name was. Fuck. Who knows it?
One year, my dude. I never cared about politics before, but you really got me into it. My religious conservative mother gets pretty triggered now when I bring up anything Trump now.
Good job, buddy. Okay, I'll read this post. Where do you get this idea that if you just debate alt-righters with epic facts and logic and figures and kindly ask, will you please stop being racist now, that they will stop being racist idiots?
Do people not know what a USP is? Keep doing what you are doing, Dusty Senpai.
It's much easier to hear someone argue that Destiny paints himself as like the savior of internet culture that is changing the landscape from a Nazi parade to a town square in ancient Greece where Aristotle and Plato can intelligently converse in a productive way. He claims that he's changing all of these young racist kids that infest the internet and specifically gaming spheres, but never once stops to think about the possibility that he's exposing closeted racists or even galvanizing them to a movement that seems legitimate because it's in a debate and is surrounded by a current political climate. So as somebody that's 29 years old, and I will say this to Mike Spam and Ufufudere or whatever, you guys are just wrong. You're wrong and you're really fucking stupid. Like, this is the kind of shit that led to Trump being elected. And I know that people use that a lot, but like, if you're somebody that is decently old and has watched mainstream politics for a long time, the liberal perspective has always been presented as the only acceptable perspective in most mainstream media, okay? If you look at all of the entertainment history, Hollywood, music, if you look at all of the what's acceptable in the workplace training, all this shit, what's acceptable as an opinion to have in the mainstream media on news organizations, right? If you're outside of like Fox News or talk radio, that is the only way to go, is to have a left-leaning liberal view. For at least a decade, okay, you have people that are constantly saying the Democrat liberal view is the only one that is acceptable to hold. The Democrat liberal view is the only thing that you can have. Republican views are wrong and stupid, and you should feel ashamed for having them. Racism is bad, stupid. You should feel ashamed for feeling it. Immigrants are great and awesome, right? You have all of this. Liberalism isn't left. Thank you. Okay, you have all of these ideas that you feel like, well, if we just don't engage with them, if we just don't talk to them, if we just ignore them, you know, and even Mike Spam specifically said on White Nervosa stream, he said, we just need to label these people as degenerates. We just need to label these opinions as crazy and not engage with them. How did that work out for Hillary Clinton when she talked about Trump supporters being a basket of deplorables, right? All of a sudden, you know, in 8 years, we went from Obama to everybody scratching their head like, wait, how could there be so many people that would vote for Trump? Because we pretend these people didn't exist for so long that like people are like so surprised. It's like, wait, how are all these people in the US? Because nobody ever engaged with that thought. Nobody ever engaged with that idea. Nobody ever, you know, took any time to tell these people like, hey, this is wrong for this reason. But rather, the default mode of operation has always been just shame them and move on. Tell them they're wrong and stupid and move on. Tell them that they're stupid and ignore them. You know, don't engage with that idea. Don't platform that idea. That's really bad. Well, it didn't seem to do anything.
Christy Winters has a great Sargon debate where he just ends up screaming about MUHSJW. I'd love to see you guys have a conversation.
That's the stupidest fucking thing you've ever said. I'm going to post some giant fucking wall of text on just how wrong you are. Okay, well, that's cool. That's great. I don't really care what you have to say, though. I watched this happen in my country over the past decade, where the idea is that you deplatform right-wingers, you don't talk to them, you don't give any credence to their argument, and now young people are listening to people like Ann Coulter. Now you've got young people who are Destiny, who got the majority of free airtime in the coverage of the election again. Yeah, you foo-foo. The reason why Trump was shown on CNN so much for free is because all the liberals assumed everybody was laughing at him. That's the problem, because you fucking idiots are so out of touch with reality. You have no fucking idea what somebody outside of a major city or metropolitan area even fucking thinks. You cannot conceive that somebody would... I was like this a year ago. I couldn't conceive of it, right? Because I'd been brainwashed the same fucking way that, like, oh yeah, like, obviously Trump saying that, like, all people from Mexico are rapists. Like, that's so dumb, right? And you watching him on CNN, it's like, oh yeah, well, we could put him on CNN and laugh at him. Like, it's so stupid. This was the assumption in the mainstream liberal media for the entire fucking time, and you're lying to yourself if you think it's not, right? The assumption is that, well, we could put Trump on here a bunch, it's good for ratings, people are like laughing at him and shit because he's so stupid, but people weren't stupid. That wasn't what was happening, right? The thing is that there was this whole underbelly. Not even underbelly. There was this whole split in the United States that watched this and felt like Trump's message was reverberating with them. And so many people on the left had no idea that this was even happening. Like...
First time donating. Watched you since January. Thanks for the entertainment this year and disassembling the skeptics 2 nights ago. Mean bonus, $1 for each inch between Venti's eyes.
Like... This idea where it's inconceivable, because that's the story of Trump's election. The story of the election day was, how can so many people vote for this guy? How could he win the nomination? How is it possible that he's president? This is the whole story of the election, right? It's not that Trump isn't a political genius. Trump didn't do anything amazing. Trump wasn't a master rhetorician. I don't know, rhetorical user. He wasn't like a master conversation navigator or a nimble centipede or anything like that. It's just that Trump exposed that, hey, by the way, half the fucking country believes this shit, and you think that by pushing them under the covers that you can just ignore it and pretend that it never fucking existed.
Thank
It's
you
so
for presenting this
fucking
argument.
stupid.
These
It's so
communities
stupid.
are small and festering with hateful ideas and pleading for someone in the mainstream to galvanize them, combat their ideas, and show them why they're wrong. Look at what Bannon did with Gamergate.
Nah, Destiny, what simply happened is Democrats didn't go out and vote. That's literally it. Republican, Democrat voted Dem. It's not like Trump had any massive, unprecedented wave of support. Bullshit! You're lying to yourself. Come out of your fucking bubble, dude. You're lying to yourself. Are you telling me that you honestly believe that most people would have been in a mind to vote so that Trump could win an election in 2016? You really believe that? I'm pretty sure the voter turnout for Democrats in 2016 was similar to 2004, wasn't it, or 2000? I mean, yeah, not as many people came out for Clinton as they did for Obama, but that's obvious. Of course, that's not going to happen. Okay, you're telling me did Trump win the popular vote? No, he lost by 2 or 3 million. But that's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that how many millions of people, 30, 40, 50 million people, how many people voted that this many tens of millions of people can vote for Trump? Don't look here and say, oh, well, Destiny, Trump didn't even win the popular vote. How many tens of millions of votes did he win, though? You didn't think that was possible. Don't lie to yourself and tell yourself that you did, because you're deluding yourself into a world that doesn't exist. Don't sit here and lie to yourself and go like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, I always knew that Trump could win the Republican Party. Yeah, of course, you know? Bullshit, you didn't fucking know that, because then he wouldn't have gotten so much free airtime. He would have been taken more seriously early on. Democrat opposition research would have been working way fucking harder if people thought that was possible. Yeah, don't sit here and pretend that like, oh yeah, you know, well, we knew that Trump was a serious threat the whole time. No, bullshit. Trump was treated as a fucking joke right up until election day. Like, right up until, like, election day, people were in disbelief that somebody like Trump could get any kind of support. And that's because of this idea that, like, oh, well, I mean, it's so dumb. Like, you know, like, I mean, like, just look at TV. Look at everybody in the media. Look at all of Hollywood. Look at all of popular media. Like, obviously, these views are so wrong and stupid, right? Of course, nobody actually believes this shit. And then election day rolls around, and it's like, oh, holy shit. What the fuck happened? Right? Now everybody's scrambling, and they're like, oh shit. Like, half the people in this fucking country are okay with the dude saying that Mexicans are rapists and murderers. That's a bumbling fucking idiot. that approves things like stop and frisk and papers, please, like all this racist shit, all this traditionalist shit, like the Planned Parenthood fucking fetus bullshit, like all this crazy shit. I didn't think anybody believed this, but half the country does? What happened? This is why I don't agree with this idea that, like, well, just ignore them and shame them and call them deplorables or whatever and don't talk to them, and then, we can pretend they don't exist. Like, good luck, dude. Good luck, because it seems like it fucking failed so far. And you see these like newly rising conservative people like Ben Shapiro. If you would have asked me 10 years ago what the future of media looks like, I would have said it would have been left people arguing left like specific divisions. Like, the arguments that I would have expected to see today, if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have said, oh, people are going to be arguing about like single payer versus just like government mandated health insurance.
Is a good way to introduce leftist ideas, arguments.
Okay, left ideas to these people's audiences who would probably never seek themselves. The only way to get these ideas out there is to bring them to them. The right learned that forever ago. Thanks intensely. And then Stribbit says, a circle jerk debate would ease some of my autism. Listening to skeptics is hard on us all. Yeah, of course. Thanks for the 8 minutes of subbing. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have said, oh yeah, like young people today would be arguing about like, should we have single payer versus like government mandated insurance? Or we would be arguing about like, do we need like a higher federal minimum wage? Shit like that. I would have never guessed that people like Ben Shapiro or Sargon of Akkad, that these people would be like the large people on like YouTube and social media, the larger growing like younger millennial kind of like entertainers. I would have never fucking conceived that this kind of shit would be possible. I would figure that that people like Ann Coulter would be picking up a younger audience of people. That when you go to subreddits like The Donald, if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have assumed, oh, The Donald, this is going to be a subreddit that's probably for like 50 and olders. Like, look at how often did we laugh about like the Fox News like average age group or whatever. It's like fucking hold on. It's insanely, the median age of the average primetime Fox News viewer is 68 years old. Okay, like if you would have talked to me about these things, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is just old people. Like they'll die out. We don't, fuck all that shit or whatever. But like you see, these movements are like picking up like a decent amount of popularity in young people. People that shit post on the Donald aren't fucking old people. People that are shit posting on Poll and whatnot aren't only young people. I don't know, just things to think about. Younger people are overwhelmingly liberal. Yeah, probably. I think they still are, but like there's this like growing movement of righties and I don't see anybody like having anything to say against them, and I don't like that. Gamergate got a lot of young people into the right. Yeah, maybe, sure. He never attacks me, right?
敵機体解析完了。侵入経路及び脆弱性を発見。HUD 表示。ハッキングして弱体化させる。
It'd be interesting to have some way of figuring out how convincing you are in a debate, like an entrance or exit poll. I can't really, because people would brigade the fuck out of the polls. It would be impossible to tell, I think. The crutch of that argument was calling Destiny's brand street cred. Yeah, like, I don't like that. Like, and I know that maybe for some of you guys, like, maybe, like, street cred seems, like, real dumb, but, like, that's part of my brand. Like, it's a really important thing, Like, you might want to call it street cred, but, like, everybody has, some form of, like, awareness that other people have, and some form of reputation that determines whether or not people are interested in listening to your shit or not, It's an important part of... Oh, my God. How can I see my HP? Destiny should debate Rod Sinner. That dude actually DM'd me on Reddit, but I don't know anything about him or like what his shit is about, so I don't know if I would even want to. Mike Spam was just out of his depth? No, I don't like to say that. I don't think Mike Spam is out of his depth. We just have like very different opinions about how I should go forth doing my content. Would you ever go on the Joe Rogan podcast? Yeah, sure. Funny how Destiny is completely drawing this narrative of Trump being an unexpected vote from his lonely room on the internet. People at my job were talking about him and other people campaigned on the street for months. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how you could miss that so hard. That was exactly what that conversation was. Sounds like you're a really big Trump supporter, I guess, buddy. Congratulations. Wow. I feel really bad for you. I don't know how you could possibly miss what I just said so hard, but congratulations. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I turned off donations.
So what happens when the right-leaning retards decide to stop debating you?
Then I can make fun of them for it. Then I get to be the one on Twitter who says these people are wrong and they're scared of engaging with me. And then when I make a video about it, now I get to turn it on them and I get to say, well, look, people on the right are scared to have this conversation. They're not equipped to have this conversation. Looks like they would rather do feels over reels. Looks like they would rather be in their safe spaces. You get to turn their rhetoric back on them. Hold on one second.
People say, don't fuel the fire, but it's a fire that fuels itself,
Yep.
and it's not new. For what it's worth, D for the commentary, debates and research memes, less than 3.
That would mean you start making videos? Yeah, sure, I can do that. That's fine. I can do that in the future. But that's only after we've exhausted the opposition, where they don't feel like they can engage anymore. That's a huge plus, I think. I haven't heard you speak to social engineering and modern propaganda techniques used throughout social media bot armies. I mean, I've heard about them. There's not much I can say that articles haven't. It's a pretty sad thing. Zachary donated $20. Thanks. Destiny, been with you since the SC2 days. I'm giving you money because your health bill must be skyrocketing. Listen to this autism. By the way, you have a great penis. Thanks, Zachary. $20 from Kiog. What happens when the right lane... Oh, stop debating you? I think I just answered that right. Okay. Where does it end? What would you do if Brittany FOV calls you out to debate? I don't think I'll engage. There are certain people that, like, once I've dealt with them, I don't need to deal with them again. Like, I don't think I need to have a conversation with Brittany or Tonka Trucks again. Or, like, Dick Masterson. Like, these are people that I think of already. Or No Bullshit.
3 years into European University. The single best class one ever took was on critical thinking and not being an idiot.
Wow, thanks.
I think your stream is a good substitute to that. Keep up the good work, buddy. Bonus meme, yee.
Why would you claim that Trump says that Mexicans are rapists when he never said that? Trump said that when Mexico sends its immigrants here, they're not sending their best. They're sending criminals and murderers and rapists or whatever. And some of them are good people, I imagine. The implication being that the majority of illegal immigrants coming here are rapists, thieves, and murderers. That is something that Trump said. Okay, I need to hack, like, everything. This is where I died last time. We're probably really close to the end here, too, huh? Engaging. Wait, does hacking, like, make me weak or something? Oh my god. Holy shit. If I fail a hack here, I'm not gonna die or something, am I? Oh, fuck, I didn't need to hack him. Oh my god. Ah, fuck. Oh, I think I can only fail one hack. Please let that be the end. Okay.
ズビー、敵機体の脆弱性を発見しました。今から援護のためにハッキングします。
Is that it? You can use consumables? Oh shit, you're right.
敵機体の上腕部のコントロールのボットを使って。
You're looking shredded, my dude.
Thanks,
You
buddy.
must have took my health advice, Pepe.
Wait, how do I use healing objects? It's not letting me. How do I heal?
They legalized KC 420 here in Libcuck land today. I injected 10 marijuanas earlier and now I'm as gay as a big old donkey. Yeehaw boy. Countdown until I die in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rip me. Bonus meme. Bernie would have won.
Rip.
Extra bonus meme. You 777 idiots.
Please, I love you all very much, but you're not changing my ideas on anything that I've just said. Please don't send me your big, like, 32-page email about why you want me to do prepared video content. Bernie can still win. I'm still phone baking. Match my donation. I donated all my FAFSA money. Nice, meme. Okay, can I focus on, can we focus on Nier now? Do we have any final questions or anything related to this shit, or? Cats has been gaining viewership on Twitch recently. Wow, good job. Hey, you're at your pretty much original follower count of your original Twitter account. Yeah, we've gotten there. It's taken a while, but we're... Why don't you wear glasses all the time? I will when we do the Eve playthrough, or the Adam playthrough. Isn't that playthrough C? So we can look. So we can look like? Because I don't know, I just don't need to wear them, so it's annoying to have some shit on my face. As an example, the core of Rekful's content has always been drama. However, a large chunk of his viewers came in from when he was semi-good at Hearthstone. I feel like not having a diversified outreach of content that pulls people into your core is a mistake. What? How much more diverse? How much more diverse can I be? We are live streaming a playthrough of Nier right now, right? On my YouTube channel, I have conversations with people who are like super rooted in like this like huge community of like online political skeptosphere shit, while also having like videos of playing with people like Lily Pichu and Pokemon. Like I'm trying to do like League of Legends as a somewhat serious thing. Like, how much more diversified can I possibly be? Like, jeez. We just did a music competition where people submitted compositions to like make the best songs. Like, holy shit. We play Factorio and listen to biology lectures from Stanford. Like, okay. Fuck K-pop. Was that Hey Gonzalez? Fuck off, Hey Gonzalez.
了解。敵サブユニット侵入。挙動テーブル変更終了。姿勢制御バーニアコントロール。敵兵器の従属化を完了。
Wait, it's not gonna. Okay.
敵ユニットのダッシュに成功。
引き続き防衛継続。
Oh no!
2B の記録データパッケージをアップロード開始。
警告。機体 9S のデータパッケージが未更新。
いいんだ。先に。
了解。
How can you argue you have enough content in your streams when you don't do any house? Browsing memes now, bonus meme, Pepe.
You guys are fucking spoiled as fuck. Fuck all of you. You guys want me to be an Ice Poseidon? Can't do it.
Donated earlier, but I'd read it. Can you do live debates about topics other than general social policy? Hearing debates about healthcare or taxation would be fun. I love that you're engaging with the right, but I have no idea why people label you left.
Yeah, I mean, we can in the future, yeah, sure. We just haven't right now. Like, I can't do everything. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the healthcare and all that are really interesting conversations as well, sure. Can you do everything, please? Nier Automata. Fact, in the canon story of this game, the androids of the game can grow any genitals of their choice. 2B is Futa in canon. Really?
すごく強引な戦い方ですね。2B は
本部に救援要請を。
いや、その必要はないみたいです。
そんな。
Hey Destiny, I'm happy to see you VE come so far in 2017 and now understand dialogue with the
なかなかうまく。
Thanks.
right is kinda cool and labeling is unproductive. As a Britbonger, it sucked seeing this. Time last year you were insinuating a ton about Richard, God, Lewis and Brexit VOTRZ.
I mean, I stand by most of what I insinuated. I do think it was mainly about immigration. I think that there have been a few different things that have come out since then that I think have pointed heavily towards that as well, but... Also, Richard Lewis is a useful idiot.
準備はできまし
Wait,
た
how can he live after he takes his black box
Black
out of
box.
himself? Is that like...
分かった
Oh fuck, I looked at chat. I didn't even see them take it out of themselves.
新生ブラックボックス反応による
Oh, they're wireless.
敵
Okay,
大型
thanks.
兵器の
Wi-Fi.
殲滅
先制を許可します
2B あなたと共に戦えて光栄でした。
私もだ
さてとそろそろ時間だな。 2B さんのセットアップを手伝いに行かなきゃな。多分もう部屋で待ってるだろうな。
Whoa. Oh, new weapon. Wait, can I only have one weapon equipped at a time? Or is this like just because we're in the early part? Minus only one? Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, because your triangle attack. That's okay. I like this small weapon anyway. Cruel Oath is shit. We want our... this one. Yeah, boy. Spear is the best weapon on him? What about this sword, though? I like this sword. Which one is better? This one looks like it's just same combo and shit, but it's more damage? They're both shit? Oh, okay. You've got mail. Arcade? This lets you replay any hacking games? Do you get like an achievement for this, or? You need to have unlocked all the hacking minigames first? Oh. Do I get anything for doing the training? Do I get stuff for doing this, or should I just go to challenge mode? Oh look, I'm a god, dude. Easy. Oh shit. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't kill me. Oh fuck, that didn't.
Richard is a useful idiot. Have fun with those alt memers in the next few months. I won't lie, I can't help watching also. Destiny this time last year, you didn't think Brexit was mainly on immigrating. You thought every Brexit voter was probably explicitly Rachi.
Yeah, well that's what I think it's about immigration of brown people. Is I haven't changed that. Wait. Save? Wait, didn't we already save? Ah, fuck. Okay, I need to start looking at chat if I'm gonna try this. How many challenge mode stages are there? There's up to 50 levels in this minigame? Wait, so I have to do this till level 50? Only for games you've unlocked so far? Oh. Wait, so should I even be doing this? Like, won't I have to redo this, or? Destiny, I never did this. Oh, I need to start reading chat. God damn it. Reward, whoa. Oh, this is all shit. You don't have to do this? Wait, so is there any point, if I clear as many of these stages as I can, am I gonna get anything for this, or? Is there like a secret awesome chip? Be careful if you do this, it forces you to easy mode? What? You only get consumables and chips? Okay, never mind, okay. Do I get anything for beating the training
Before you went to PAX, you said that you would destroy Thorin's career when you came back. What happened with that?
Oh no, I just said I was.
Was the thing about him getting complaints about racist remarks it?
I just said that I was interested in doing like a compilation of like all of his tweets and shit, since there were so many people who are hating him at the moment. But I didn't know if I would do it because it's a lot of fucking work. I don't know if I'm motivated enough to. Wait, what is this? I can hack 2B?
2B さん、聞こえますか？起動セットアップをまずあれ、メイド調整の方法わかりませんか？どこかの入力に対応してると思うんですが。それでは一つずつまずはそのままメイドの調
Yeah. You tabbed out for like 10 minutes? Should I just skip this, or? When is Mr. Moon gonna be
2B さ
home?
ん、この値で大丈夫ですか？了解です。あ、そうそう。それでは音声認識の設定がミュートになっているので、2B さん、聞こえますか？もしもーし、聞こえるように調整お願いします。僕の声が聞こえるように調整お願いします。恥ずかしいので早くしてもらえますか？これで問題ありませんか？ありがとうございます。これでオプションの設定はなんだ、勝手に心拍数が上昇してる。
Is Nando like Nani?
なんだこれ。俺正常値に戻った。俺自爆許可の項目が僕が設定してもいいんですが、一応規則なので 2B さんが設定してくださいね。ダメですよ。 OK です。いざという時は設定が終わったら。確かに自爆規則では自爆機能は
How I'm saying if he'll keep talking if I change it. I don't want to watch myself go through these fucking menus. Holy shit. Message from Mr. Mooten. 1.5 hours. Wait, do you have stream on? How could he hear me say that? Why is this muted now? Did I really tab out here? I can't hear any of the music. I think I turned
Please
it down
stop
in the game.
debating people who can't at least try to provide counters to your stance points. All these fucking retards just take to trying to insult you when they can't come up with a decent argument.
I think I tab out here for like 10 minutes. Well, here, you know what? Sounds like a good time to run some commercials. Have some commercials, guys. Happy fucking New Year. Oh shit, did I come back? Difficulty time, boys.
振動検知の機能を
Wait,
有
why do I
効
have the
にしたん
difficulty
です
set
ね
to easy? Our whole last
それでは
playthrough was a lie.
簡単にテストしてみましょうか。今から実際に肩を軽く叩いてみますね。どうですか？わかりますか？ OK。テスト終了です。
Bum.
おはようございます。
That's how much it takes to say good morning? Ohio Mago is a... Fuck.
9S
司令官からの命令で 2B さんのメンテナンスを担当することになったんです。これから定期的にチェックしますね。
そう
心配はいりませんよ。僕たち 9S モデルは優秀なことで有名ですから。で、自分で言うことじゃないか。
9S
なんでしょ
継承はいらない。
う？
私の名前に3はつけなくていい。
はい。わかりました。そうだ。司令官が呼んでたから一緒に行きましょう。2B さん。いえ、2B。
Oh my god.
Wowie.
I hate all these topics. I just don't want to talk about anything related to anything having to do with sexuality anymore. Jesus Christ, I hate these topics. Okay, if anybody is going to become a parent or is a parent right now and doesn't agree with this, okay, no one ever thinks how fucking awkward this is for children and teenagers who want nothing but privacy and not to have invasive parents trying to dictate everything in their lives. This is over the line, unacceptable, okay? Listen, parents absolutely should have open conversations with their children about sex and things related to sex. If you disagree with this, you shouldn't have a child. This whole idea that parents should never talk to their children about arguably some of the most important aspects of their lives because the conversation is awkward or because they don't want to or because their teenagers feel like their privacy is being invaded, that's such a bad, stupid fucking way to look at this shit. Like, the idea of how many people start experimenting sexually with themselves or with classmates or whatever without any input from their parents at all is incredibly stupid. Like, your job as raising your child is to help them, like, learn their shit and figure their body out and get through fucking life and shit. Like, sexuality is a huge part of children growing up. You have to have these conversations with your kids. Like, how many times have you heard, like, there are stories of girls that have their first period who were never talked to at all about their mom, about what to expect. Like, these are horrible stories. Holy shit. This is just the most backwards fucking thinking about this shit. Like, we need to be more open in society about, like, our sexuality and conversations about it rather than trying to shush it all up and do it all behind closed doors and pretend that teens, like, don't fuck with each other and experiment with their bodies and do that shit. It's so harmful. You should never demonize kids for touching themselves or whatever what they start to do. Like, kids do this shit at an extremely early age, and your child should always feel like they could talk to you about these types of things. You never want your kid to feel like he's scared to have a conversation, about anything related to sexuality with you. You know, if your kid has a question about protection or STDs or they feel like something happened that was wrong or bad, like, your kid should always feel like they can come to you and talk to you about these issues. Jesus fuck. But I already can see, like, because even in this tweet response, people are just going to respond, oh, you just want to be a pedophile that rapes kids, I guess. Fuck me, dude. I don't like the conversations on sexuality. I think that traditional views on sexuality are so fucking stupid. And now most of, like, the new right or the liberals that call themselves liberals that are probably right-leaning, like, all have this, like, crazy, like, traditionalist view on sexuality. Oh, my God. We need to fucking get off Twitter, dude. Okay, can we be done? We're done with this. Do you think there are ways to have this conversation without going too much into detail, such as it's not awkward, yet you can also get across things like use? Why would it be awkward? Dude, you fuck with your kids' dicks and all that shit all throughout them growing up. When you change their diapers, when you apply powder to their little baby assholes and shit for diaper rashes, like when you give them showers and bathe them and give them baths, like you do this shit with your kid growing up. Like, if you're a fucking parent, it's part of your job. Like, oh, but now when they're like 14, like, I don't really want to have this conversation with, like, sex is really awkward, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's part of being a parent.
Does this trigger you?
If you can't handle the awkwardness of having these conversations that are incredibly important with your kids, then don't have kids. Why do I not have volume? Fuck. Is it supposed to be turned off? Wait, why did this all get turned down? Did I do this in the tutorial? If your kid asks you about sex and you feel awkward about it, your kid feels 1,000,000 times worse. Yeah, like seriously, like come on. Like, you know so much more about this than they do. Why wouldn't you have this conversation with them? Like, Jesus. Tubi did in the tutorial. 49 new notifications. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Is this what we're doing tonight? Is this what we're doing tonight? Is blighted? Can blighted be like a verb? Can blight? Verb. Oh yeah, it can be. Blighted though. No, that no. Eradicated is way better here. It's a better verb. Sorry. Watching stream. Wait, watching stream, you're right, but he might be talking about what the article is promoting, which is going way too far. No, it's not! This is another example of somebody quoting an article headline and then trying to make it sound like really fucking bad. It's not that bad. Why you should buy your teenage kids sex toys. Okay, the headline is pretty inflammatory, sure, but all headlines are. One day, probably sooner than you think, your little angels will become curious about sex. When this day comes, they may explore their sexual urges by rubbing their genitals against teddy bears, bits of fruit, furniture, hairbrushes, or whatever other things they can find around the house. I'm pretty sure that, like, I think little boys do this when they hit, like, 2, is when they start, like, touching themselves and shit, right? Masturbating is great. Being curious about what feels good is brilliant and normal and natural. But as a parent, it's your responsibility to make sure their children's entirely normal exploration of their sexuality is safe, healthy, enjoyable, and in their own hands. You can do that by buying your children their own sex toys. Don't panic. I'm not talking about getting your son a Fisher-Price version of a sex doll or presenting your daughter with an 8-inch strap-on for her 8th birthday. I'm talking about a starting point, a way to introduce your offspring to the concept of self-pleasure. This could be masturbation sleeve or a little vibrating bullet when your child starts expressing an interest in sex, something that isn't scary or intimidating but is capable of giving them a great experience on their own without anyone else's involvement. That bit's important because for too many of us, our first sexual experiences are absolutely awful. When young people aren't encouraged to think of masturbation as a normal, healthy thing to do, which is a huge problem in our society, by the way, they look for sexual gratification elsewhere, usually at the hands or genitals of another inexperienced person. Their first time is uncomfortable and disappointing, and they're set up to accept that this is just what sex is like. This is a problem for girls in particular, who are less likely than boys to try masturbating thanks to the shame connected to the act. For boys, wanking is seen as entirely normal, whereas girls are still battling the stigma of having their own sexual needs, and later, probably as a result of being unable to learn what gets them off early on, are less likely than men to achieve orgasm during sex. Without early masturbation experiences, the first time young people discover sex is shown to them by someone else, someone who won't magically know what their sexual partner likes, who's been influenced by their own experiences, and who could end up delivering a terrible first time. What's more, if their first sexual experience is with another person, issues of consent and legality come up. Wow, Tislinky, thanks for the PC police. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like a horrible fucking article. Like, is it really awkward? Yeah, sure, but like raising kids is pretty awkward. Like, this is part of your job as like a parent. Like, if you can't handle it, then don't do it.
Most people you debate seem to fail to recognize you are trying to identify a philosophical bedrock when you speak about controversial topics. They take everything too urgently.
Yeah, maybe. Did you have that conversation with Nathan? No, Nathan is 6 years old. Got him. There's a minute ban. Jesus, I don't think my parents have ever spoken to me about sex, ever. Not a single time ever.
Maybe if they learned to print out photos of themselves to stick to the ceiling while they masturbate, they would have more success achieving orgasm.
Fucking somebody on Twitter brings up a great point too. The same parents that argue that it's too awkward to talk to their kids about sex because they don't want to do it are oftentimes the people that come out the strongest against sex ed. So like, where are they supposed to learn it from? Holy shit. Have you considered that the kid might not want to talk about it, or do you think it's a non-issue the parents are approachable? The kids should want, like, okay, as a parent, your goal, in my opinion, should be that the child should feel like they could talk to you about anything without judgment. If you're set up in a point where your child has a problem and they can't talk to you, you fucking failed as a parent. You failed as a parent. Your child should always feel like they can come to you if they have an issue. Like, the idea that your child could be experiencing an issue related to their sexuality, but they can't talk to you because they think you'll shame them or blame them or make them feel disgusting for it, that's the worst thing in the world. That
Type
should
1
never
if
happen.
RTBA isn't here to nuke us, bonus meme blub blub blub.
If kids aren't willing to talk about it, it's probably because they have been raised in a place where they are taught it is uncomfortable. Yeah, seriously.
Can you stream the talk when it finally happens? I'm sure Nathan would enjoy that and wouldn't feel a bit awkward. D.
My Bunty wants to talk. And Lily wants to ranked. things like coming out and everything are like really fucking sad to me too. Like, I would feel so fucking like devastated. Like if my kid came out to me, if he was like 18, 19, 20 years old, like if your kid has these major, like your sexuality is a huge part of your existence. The idea that like you could have these huge parts, like they're gay and they wouldn't feel comfortable telling you that until they're like in their 20s. Holy shit. I don't know how you can't feel like a failure of a fucking parent if your kid can't have these conversations with you. Oh my God, dude. I don't know. How do I find out what my Discord name is? I don't know how to fucking see this shit. Fuck. Oh, it's right here. Okay, well, hey, we beat the tutorial again today, so. Do you wish you had a proper moderator for your debates? I don't think I could find a proper moderator because anybody that like is somewhat subjective. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. What do I have to push? Oh, okay, it's gone. What time do you think is the right time to have talks with your kids? I don't know. I'll have to fill it out. I'll let you know when I figure it out, I guess. It's probably different for every kid, but... I mean, I've talked with Nathan about it a little bit at some point, that it's not, that sometimes some of his behavior is a little bit inappropriate to not do in his own private time, because sometimes, especially being 6, when they get little baby boners and shit, they'll start touching themselves and whatnot, so you have to talk to them and be like, hey, this is something that you're supposed to do in your own time. You don't want to do it out in public because other people might not want to see that. It's really, it's an awkward conversation, but I mean, like, you have to have it. Like, why would you not talk to your kid about this? Like, it's so stupid. Please never say baby boner again. I'm sorry, I was talking about my 6-year-old child's massive 8-inch throbbing erection. You've got mail again? Dave Chappelle talked about bringing Chinese jobs back to America in his newest special. Uh-oh. Shit for me? Because I've been talking about this for a long time. Fucking Chappelle. We're gonna out him, boys. Just like that, the one girl, Amy Shoemaker. Hey, you were doing some shit before. Hey, do you think she's part of the Yorha soldiers that are like defecting and backstabbing? Is that what she's referring to? Like A2 and all that?
Ah, 2B か。メンテナンスは終わり。はい。ブラックボックスの暴走による敵殲滅。あまり無茶をするなよ。
はい。
メンテナンス明けで悪いが任務がある。地上にいるレジスタンス。あれ、レジスタンス。
Do I have to listen to these conversations again? We've already heard all this. Unmute donations. Oh fuck. We're never beating Nier at this point. Do you think if I spent like 4 or 5 days, like good solid like 8-hour days on this, we could clear through B, C, D, and E?
飛行ユニットで移動ですね。格納庫に行きましょう。飛行ユニットの運用コストは高いからあんまり使わせてもらえないんですよね。もっと安い機体を生産すればいいのにな。この先が格納庫ですね。行きましょう。
Because he doesn't want me. Whoa, Bad Bunny, you're talking about your... Never mind. That was really mean. I'm just kidding. It's like 40 hours just into going slow.
H H he 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 H H he 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 H H he 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 H H he he he.
Wow.
でもどうして 2B のような戦闘モデルが調査を担当するんでしょうか。現地調査なら僕たちスキャナーモデルだけで十分なのに。
命令に文句を言わない。
はーい。
Yo, when I was playing 2B, I was doing way more than this. What the fuck?
Poppy Kepe
2B
Ding
さん、
Dong.
今回から新装備が搭載されています。使用方法を表示しますので確認してください。了解。
I already have this shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, I should have died. Why is Destiny doing the early part again? My save got corrupted, so we have to rebeat the fucking game again. But I got a new skin for my character, so hopefully it's not as boring. Oh. Nice laser memes. I should have just hacked it.
He's.
でもどうして 2B のような戦闘モデルが調査を担当するんでしょうか。現地調査なら僕たちスキャナーモデルだけで十分なのに。
命令に文句を言わない。
はーい。
2B さん、今回から新装備が搭載されています。使用方法を表示しますので確認してください。了解。
No! I'm gonna just hack it! I'm a freaking triangle! Why is it not hacking? Do you think I probably have to let go of the left button to do it, huh? If you're holding down if you're holding down L1, it won't let you hack, maybe?
でもどうして 2B のような戦闘モデルが調査を担当するんでしょうか。現地調査なら僕たちスキャナーモデルだけで十分なのに。
命令に文句を言わない。
はーい。
はーい。
2B さん、今回から新装備が搭載されています。使用方法を表
We're not
示し
playing
ます
ranked
ので
with
確
Lily.
認して
If
く
she
ださい。
finishes her normal and wants to, sure. But it seems like every time she starts playing normals, that's all she wants to do for the rest of the day. We'll see if she wants to play more. You see a bar fill up? Oh shit, that might be it too. Okay, triangle. Triangle! What the fuck is this bullshit? I can't see what it... Triangle! Please! Triangle! What the fuck? What if while you were hacking, you could push triangle to hack the balls? A hack inside of a hack. It would be like... You know what it would be like.
バンカーより 2B さんへ飛行ユニットの降下地点を設定しました。レジスタンスのキャンプよりちょっと離れた場所なんですが、敵への情報漏洩を防止するためなので我慢してください。了解。頑張ってくださいね。
了解。Does their Billions have multiplayer? Bad Bunny, you should go learn that one. I don't know if it actually has multiplayer or not. So that'll be a game we'll be playing soon, probably, maybe. It looked interesting. I think this counts as a checkpoint. I still have like my chips and everything, right? Yeah. It actually happens, Destiny? Oh, there is like a hack inside of a hack?
目標地点を確認。マップにマーク。
Okay, so
目標地点への
I'm pretty much just running to objectives, right? I don't really need to do any of this bullshit. Do I still have like pod programs? Don't forget the chest. Oh no, wait. There are chests that I can open now.
Can I get him, my dude? My dude?
My dude. Do I don't remember where all these chests are. I don't want to go exploring everything again. I'm really lazy. Holy shit! Okay, never mind, I will. Scanner plugin for pod does reveal rare mad / large G sums. I don't remember if there was some shit up here or not. Except for this blocked off bullshit. Look at this beautifully animated and textured interior. I shouldn't say animated, I guess. Were there any chests in here? I don't remember. To get every ending, you need to get every weapon, upgrade them. I don't know if I'll get every ending. I know I'll do probably A, B, C, D, and E, I think are the 5 main ones. I don't know if I'll do every single ending, though.
「情報によるとこの付近の機械生命体は襲ってくる様子はないみたいですね。最近こういう敵が増えたみたいで、ただぼーっとしてるだけ。一体何をしてるんでしょう。
Oh, these machines are all leveled up. Fuck. Because maybe you don't need items for the endings, you know? These guys are like dodging and shit. Wait, what is my... I think this is my sword, right? Yeah, it is. back to the roof, you missed a weapon? I don't know what roof you're talking about. Can I hack animals? Nope.
ここがレジスタンスキャンプか。まず
Let's see, there's a
リーダー
box
に情
over
報を
here.
聞いてみましょうよ。
I don't think there was anything in there. There might have been a box, I think, at the end of this. The roof where you land your ship on? Oh, was there anything important in there?
俺
いや、私の名前、この辺り一帯のバンカーから情報は私を通さない。
I'm not missing anything important, right? Wait, I can still get old quests even if I've done them? Or is this a new quest? This is the only quest you can redo? Oh.
よし。これで道具屋さんに頼まれたものは全て集まりましたね。
We already have all this shit?
雑用って大変ですね。
地上のレジスタンスはヨルハ部隊にとっても大事な同胞。彼らの手助けをするのも私たちの重要な任務。
Oh, this is part of the main chest the main chest quest chain. Fuck.
ここは植物の侵食がかなり進んでいますが、当時はかなり大きな都市だったんでしょうね。
オペレーター 210 より 9S 定期連絡を行います。
はーい、こちら 9S 異常ありません。いやー、今日も天気が良くて。
異常なしとのこと。了解しました。天気の情報は必要ありません。以上です。
いやー、オペレーターさん。
Why don't these guys just trade operators? 9S's operator sounds like it'd be perfect for 2B, and 2B's operator sounds like it'd be perfect for 9S. It is time to die. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what button I pushed. Wait, can you not jump forward with this guy? Okay, if I want to be done with this guy, what do I push? You can detonate it to return? How do I detonate it? Self-destruct button. Jesus Christ, this is savage. Oh, I like that I can't go through there. Wait, how is there a special way to get in here? Why do I not remember this?
中央エリアはかなり植物の侵食が進んでるな。サイズもかなり大きい。
情報、人類対比後植物の巨大化現象を確認。
でっかいイノシシとかいたりして。
Wait, are you guys getting really bad screen tearing right now? Yes, it's awful. Yes, I was. No, I'm not. Oh, here we go.
武器屋さんが言ってたのはこの辺りですが、機械生命体を確認。しかも適正反応があります。
If I hack something and then I take over it, can something like walk over to me and kill me while I'm like hacking it? Does that make sense? Like, could I die right now while taking control of this guy? Also, do I ever get any type of like upgrades for this hacking minigame that like makes my shit stronger or anything? Oh god, I shouldn't have walked to this funnel area. You can't die while having hacked something? Oh, really? So that shot right there, that's not gonna kill me? Can I just use my sword? I really don't want to hack everything. Or I gotta spam this shit, I guess.
Yes!
All of 9S's attacks are gimped? Wait, is that actually true? Wait, why am I doing no damage? Oh no, I am. It's just not showing up. Is there ever going to be like a big resource sink for all these supplies I collect, or could I like sell like half of them or 90% of them? It seems like I get so much of this shit.
武器屋さんに見てもらいましょう。
Equip a spear and hold square for a throw. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Hold square. Is it really powerful? Whoa! Is this a bug? It locks on. Fuck, am I allowed to be using this, or is this cheating? It has a lock-on function. Look. No matter like where I'm looking. It like locks onto the target. I don't know what it's doing now, but... Oh wait, or is it not? All of your melee attacks always have that? Oh, does it, because it counts as a melee attack, I guess? Weird. Never mind, I don't want to fuck with you. Be chill. I don't know the last time I said my game is. Type 40 spear is the real meme. I don't know where that weapon is. Whoa, is this type 40 sword really good? That looks really powerful for only being upgraded from level 1 to 2. Lily is done with her game? Yeah, but I don't know if she wants to play ranked or not. She might just be playing normals.
D-Man, my name is TRRRBO.
Wait, what is endurance? No, Lily's playing normals. Wait, Type 40 Spirit? Wait, can I buy it? Our boy, Mr. Mooten, should be home pretty soon, though. Whew. No! I hate normals, please. Don't make me decide this. Why? Okay, I will poll you guys. One normal with Lily and friends. Yay, nay. Vote, good luck. Prop bet Lily for hilarious memes, that way there's something at stake. Don't worry, we're halfway through this